Top 5 Best 1/2 Air Impact Wrenches. Number 5. AIRCAT 3/8 inches Air Impact Wrench. If you've ever had the experience of having a rusted bolt that's stuck in an area where you couldn't reach it with your impact wrench, then you'll appreciate the smaller form factor of the AIRCAT 1076XL 3/8 inch compact impact wrench. With the small size comes a drawback, however. Its 550 foot-pounds of torque just can't compete with the 1/2 inch drive wrenches that ranked higher on this list. At just 2.5 pounds, this is a very comfortable wrench to hold. This is especially useful when you consider those tucked-away bolts in hard-to-reach places. Combined with the comfort grip, this was one of our favorite tools to use overall. What surprised us though was how quiet this wrench was during operation. This can be a real asset in a workshop that already has a loud compressor. Overall, we think this is one of the best 3/8 inches air impact wrenches of this year. Pros: tiny size, very lightweight, quiet operation. Cons: not enough power, high price for what you get. Coming in number 4. DEWALT 1/2 inch air impact wrench. The DEWALT DWMT070773L is a very reliable, small air impact wrench. The best thing about this model is that it's small enough to operate with one hand, and DEWALT has designed the controls so that they're in easy reach of that one hand. This speeds up many operations as you can remove or place the bolts with one hand and tighten or loosen them using the other. Other air impact wrenches require you to use two hands while you tighten or loosen, which takes a little more time. This model is a good option if you have a smaller air compressor, as it operates at a lower CFM than most similar tools. You do get good, but not great torque out of this model. You do get 650 foot-pounds of force, which is okay, but it's not going to be enough for the most difficult bolts. This model also tends to attract dirt and grease, and due to its bright yellow case, it starts to look bad quickly. That might not matter to you, but it's always nice when a tool works well and looks great, too. This won't be the right model for everyone, but it's a great one-handed model. Pros: good torque, one-handed operation, good for small compressors. Cons: gets dirty easily, expensive. Coming in number 3. Campbell Hausfeld 1/2 inches air. The Campbell Hausfeld TL140200AV is our pick as best for the money. You can get it for a fraction of the price of the first two models of our list, but you can still get reliable performance out of this model. Unlike the other models, you can set the speed to low, medium, or high with a selection dial, instead of adjusting the power by how hard you squeeze the trigger. This is great in situations where you want fine control over the process. It delivers 1,200 impacts per minute, so it's almost as good as our first two entries in that category. It's also incredibly lightweight, weighing only 8 ounces, much less than the 10 pounds you could expect from some other models. If you're going to be in situations where extra weight will make the job more difficult, then this model could be the one that you need. The one downside is that it's not all that powerful, only providing 550 foot-pounds of torque. However, that's still enough for most jobs, and that means this model provides some of the best value on the market, making a great buy for anyone. All in all, this is the best air impact wrench for the money available this year. Pros: price, multiple speeds, 1,200 impacts per minute, lightweight. Cons: of power. Coming in number 2. Ingersoll Rand 1/2 inches air impact wrench. The Ingersoll Rand 2235 QT Max 1/2 inches could easily be the top entry on our list if the previous model didn't exist. This model comes with good torque at 1,300 foot-pounds and delivers 1,200 impacts per minute. Note that both values are slightly lower than the previous model, but still quite good. The Q in the model number means this is the quiet version of the popular 2235, which begs comparison to the other tool. It's quieter, only putting out 91.99 decibel. That means it's not a quiet tool, but it's certainly not the loudest air impact wrench either. It does use less PSI than the previous model, 90 PSI to 150 PSI. If you have a smaller compressor or one with a lower maximum PSI, this model could be a good choice for you. However, the quiet 2235 doesn't pack the same punch as the regular 2235, and that means that if you need the best power, you're going to need to get the louder model. Overall, this is a good choice if you know that you like the 2235 already and want a quieter variant, or if you're someone with a low-power air compressor. This is also one of the best air impact wrenches for lug nuts. Pros: good torque. 1,220 impacts per minute. Relatively quiet. Lower PSI requirement. Cons: not as powerful as loud version. Coming in number 1. AIRCAT 1/2-inch air impact wrench. The AIRCAT 1150 1/2-inch air impact wrench is a great choice for someone who needs to deal with very difficult bolts or needs to loosen a lot of bolts in quick succession without slowing down. This air impact wrench comes with 1,295 foot-pounds of force, which is enough to loosen almost any bolt. It also has 1,400 blows per minute, so it keeps steady pressure on the bolt while you work, which makes the job easier. While no air impact wrench is quiet by the traditional sense of the word, this powerful model only produces 86 decibels, which is impressive for this type of tool. It's not quiet, but it's certainly not ear-splitting. It also comes with an excellent 2-year warranty, which tells you that the manufacturer stands by their product, but also keeps you safe that something breaks prematurely. Unfortunately, this model is so powerful that it can have uncomfortable vibrations while you work. That's a worthy trade-off for most people, but it may not be something you want to deal with. Overall, this is one of the best 1/2-inch air impact wrenches on the market. Pros: massive torque. 1,400 blows per minute. Relatively quiet. Good warranty. Cons: vibrations.